You're back from more Skyrim and we're talking to Tigrid.
In the end, it wasn't my path to walk, so I had to find another way to get where I needed to go. To serve the hold and honor those whose spirits I fight for. I know, bounty hunters put their lives on the line almost every day, and only reap from the blood they sow.
Okay, Jane,
When I was a guard, I gotten into hundreds of battles, fights, and scuffles, but never with my life on the line. The Jarl had put up a bounty after word came of pilgrims dying near the Waynan stones. As the stones form a wreath around the Shrine of Talos, many suspected the Talmor. Few were brave enough to challenge them. Only when I arrived, I found no Talmor. All was silent save the crunch of my boots against the... Just in case, I knelt before the altar like a pilgrim and asked for Talos' blessing.
Ice Wraith.
That's when I heard it, the chattering of teeth. That they were, like two boned snakes rattling their icy... Only I saw nothing save the noise and the bending of light as they slithered and swirled around me, without a body and without a tongue. I drew my sword when I should have raised my shield. I still recall the feeling of frostbite that touched my skin as their fangs sunk into my flesh. I shook them off and darted back behind the stone. It felt as if the wind itself was trying to take a bite out of my neck. I looked to Talos for guidance. He granted my faith with a vision, a tiny red dot dancing around the altar. It was a drop of blood, and just like that, I had my answer. With but one health potion left, I would only have one chance. I slashed my palm and squeezed it, letting the blood collect in my hand. Then I closed my eyes and listened for the rattle to get close. I threw the blood in the direction of the noise, hoping to splatter it across their glassy spines. Then I opened my eyes, and there they were. Once the mystery was gone, they were nothing more than slaughterfish, wading through the air as I stuck them with my blade. Dealing with Batilde on a daily basis. Now I remember why I enjoyed leaving this place.
Oof.
She gripes over the slightest of things and turns them into biggest of arguments. It got so bad that I was thinking of moving into the Wind Peak Inn. But I'm a little light in the pocket since I stopped hunting bounties. Sad thing is, I'm dependent on my sister to survive. Batilde, owner of Ironbreaker Mine. When her and her husband Legel split up, she got the iron and left him with the quicksilver. That scrap ain't good for much save patching up elven armor. And if that's your business here, you may find yourself with a shortage of customers. The divorce wasn't much of a surprise, considering they were never really friendly with each other. Passionate, maybe, but that's not enough. It was only a matter of time before things got messy, and my sister's not someone you want to mess with. She's the kind of woman who chews rocks for fun and cleans her dishes with spit. Cross her, and you're not doing yourself any favors. Yes, I know.
Oh, I didn't mean that's not what I meant to say.
She doesn't make it easy. Bad relatives are almost like a prison sentence, and the only crime you've committed was being born.
Oof.
Goodbye.
Need a room? Don't worry. Nightmares don't seem to happen for...
Yeah, because that's how it works. Okay. Let's just wait 8 hours, and we'll talk to Jerome, the Mara priest, also known as Larry, also known as Steve.
Travelers.
Yes.
Until next time.
Hey, you.
Need something?
What's wrong with everyone around here?
The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it.
This one's a favorite of mine. A legend we all know and love.
Don't be ridiculous. Dreams are harmless.
In any other circumstance, I'd agree with you. However, these aren't normal dreams. The Daedric Lord Vermina's voracious hunger for memories is responsible for these visions. The nightmares are an echo of her presence as she feeds. I need to return to the source of the problem, to Nightcaller Temple. Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard.
What do you mean return? You've been there?
I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares.
All right.
Wonderful. My Lady Mara will be quite pleased. Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk from Dawnstar. Come, we must hurry.
Who is Vermina?
Vermina resides in a strange realm known as Quagmire, A nightmarish land where reality shifts upon itself in seemingly impossible ways. From her citadel at the center, she reaches forth to collect our memories, leaving nothing in return apart from visions of horror and despair.
Our hero claims a warrior.
Who can say? Perhaps she collects them for display like works of art in a nonsensical art gallery. Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent.
Alright, let's go.
I promise to honor all of your...
Quick question, by the way. Don't I have a painting in my inventory? I do.
Chips. Follow me.
It's an end to the evil of
Okay, you're being a tard.
Skyrim's foes.
Classic Skyrim. Great AI.
Yes.
Is he gonna... Oh, a robber. Okay, have fun murdering people.
God,
Somebody help.
I'm staying out of this.
Someone do something.
Follow me. It's this way.
Kill him. Are you serious? Please, guard. You are literally the only thing defending this
Sorry,
town.
gotta run.
You are literally the worst. He has an iron sword. Finish him.
It's good to finally have a chance to helplessly watching them suffer.
Yeah, I would agree. Helplessly watching them suffer is pretty difficult. Okay, now there's two of you. Now you're getting pelted with arrows. Finish him.
The tower on that hill is our destination.
That's not the hill. But okay.
Around here, call it the Tower of the Dawn. I'm not familiar with the tower's history, but it was deserted for quite a long time before Nightcaller.
Come on.
The temple was active, the priest could rarely be seen in Dawnstar. They preferred
I'll be taking your bones, my good sir. Oh, he actually had a steel greatsword.
the temple's been abandoned for decades now. Ironic, isn't it?
Ironic.
There's a small shrine to Mara I established inside the tower's entry hall. I was hoping to seek spiritual guidance.
Who are you fighting?
There's more than mere coincidence.
Now you're invisible? What the hell is going on? I'm so confused.
So we're not following the crazy dream piece. Well, at least he's taking us to a place where no one can hear us. I mean, him scream.
Oh, would you look at that? This actually conflicts. Huh, that wasn't thought through. Okay, Rander. Thankfully, I've been playing Skyrim. Jesus, what is with the frames? Ooh, what the hell? It's like freaking out every few seconds if I turn it too fast. Okay. Okay, so that's a render. PCL. I need to select him. I'm going to do a multiplayer right here, and I'm going to un-TCL. I don't know what my... Why is it lagging? That's really strange. Yeah, see, he should have gone the other way, but it doesn't look like his script was taking him that way. This is one place where I think Skyrim sincerely failed, just as a game, is that these NPCs will not like walk fast. They'll just like normally walk, like it's like, oh, whatever. You know, in The Witcher 3, which is one of the things that, you know, was so small in the game, but ultimately made a huge deal on me, is that you pace the conversations so well. If you were sprinting, the NPC would sprint, and the conversation would last exactly how long, or a little less, if both of you were sprinting and, you know, like, had that conversation, you know? So, like, none of the dialogue was going to be cut off, and they were running at the same speed you were, so they were always ahead of you, and you knew where to turn. It was... They were reactive. While in Skyrim, it's just like, well, you know, Jim. It's one of the things I think the Elder Scrolls 6 really needs to improve upon. You know, I think The Witcher 3 has so much going for it, which is why I think it's one of the best games ever made, but that's just my opinion. You know, I think, regardless of your opinion of The Witcher 3, I think a lot of people are going to be comparing The Elder Scrolls 6 to it, regardless of what you do, because and many people have seen The Witcher 3 as just a logical progression of where the Elder Scrolls needs to really step it up, I guess. And, you know, not to mention, of course, that I think another place where The Witcher failed, though, when compared to Skyrim, is that they ultimately get down to it. Let's see if this. I didn't really. Maybe I should down here. Is that they didn't allow for as in-depth modding as Skyrim did, which is why I think it failed in that regard. I think it's always a very logical thing, in the case of RPGs, to ensure that there are adequate modding tools so that there will always be interest in your game so long as there is a sorts. Think about it though, in the case of Skyrim, it is in many ways. Oh, they're gonna fight him. You know, I'm just gonna... you know, Skyrim is an amazing modding sandbox. Basically, for all intents and purposes. Obviously, there are limits on the engine, especially with this one being 32-bit, not 64-bit. Don't ask me why Skyrim decided to. In 2011, of course.
This old fort is rank with the smell of decay. How long has it been since it was?
You know, I don't know why in 2011 they decided to release a game that was 32 bits, but whatever.
Before we enter, I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within. Years ago, this temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares, just like the people of Dawnstar. No. Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, the priests of Vermina released what they called the miasma, putting everyone to sleep. I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate, and they'll awaken, both orcs and priests alike. The miasma was created by the priests of Vermina for their rituals. It's a gas that places the affected in a deep sleep. Because the rituals would last for months or even years, the miasma was designed to slow down the aging process. Sadly, yes. The longer an individual is exposed to the miasma, the more the mind can become damaged. Those who've been under the effect of it for extended periods of time have been known to lose their minds entirely. In some cases, a few never awoke at all. Once we get inside, all will become clear.
Alright, let's go. I don't know where the rest of my companions are. Nope, they're not here. Okay. Well, classic Advir and Rumarin. Oh, really? I didn't even know they kept the followers out. Oh, but Lyra's here. Go, Render. Really? We're doing this? Come on.
Yeah. It's my son. What is it I can help with?
Do you want to, like, stay here?
What is it? All right, be careful.
I'm about to do some dark deeds, so you better stay back.
Give me just a moment, and I'll have this open.
Walk in the world. Trials of St. Alessia. Praise Mara.
Now I can show you the source of the nightmares. skull of corruption, the source of Dawnstar's woes. We must reach the inner sanctum and destroy it. Come, there's no time to lose.
Love the look of this blade. I really do. I love the runes. It almost looks like it's like some East Asian writing on it.
I mustn't stop.
You got it, Jerome. Yeah, they're dead. They just got fucking told. Alright.
Damn it! The priest must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released. Impossible, actually. I wonder. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done.
You seem to know an awful lot about this place.
I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina.
I knew it. You were a liar.
What would you have me say? Sorry for following the misguided teachings of a mad divine? Sorry for stealing memories from children? Do you realize when the orcs attacked, I was only concerned with myself? I fled. Left my brothers and sisters behind to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption for Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs.
Alright.
I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on.
How can the skull still be affecting Dawnstar?
Lore holds that the skull of corruption holds a constant hunger for the memories of others. The skull has been out of touch for so long, I fear it's gained the ability to reach out on its own and try to feed. What it does with these memories is just conjecture, and an argument for scholars and historians to this very day. We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible.
You know, if we like sawed these, which wouldn't take too long, all things considered, you could probably just like hop right down there. All you'd need is like a really sharp saw and some time. I mean,
It's just up here.
listen, I'm not saying it's easy, but it could be done.
Be careful. We're certain to find more of the awakened within.
The awoke. Shouldn't save, shouldn't I? Oh, I'll do a new save. Hello, friends. I'm here to murder all of you. Like you, for instance. Oh, Jerome lived?
I'm
Not for long.
oblivious with you.
Aha, I get it, because he worships Vermina, and that's where his soul's gonna go. Thank you for your clothes. There we go. The dream stride. Well, you see, Jerome, people go to take a long sleep, and, you know, they have a good time. Ah, I get it now. They go for the long sleep. I have the book, by the way. I know your script wants you to do a certain thing.
This library used to be filled with arcane volumes. Now, almost everything's been burned. I hope the tome we need is still intact.
I already have it. What's this? Faye Falcon. I need more books for my grand library. Oh, Jesus. Wow. Almost died. Okay. There's so many bones. I have to for her, I guess. Come on. Wow. Bash her face. Come on, Miranda. I'm not helping you. Look, now she's punching you. You have a fucking mace. There we go. Come on.
All of you promised.
Thank God her skull just got bashed the fuck in. Praise Mara.
Barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the information I need. We're looking for a book of alchemical recipes called the Dream Stride. The tome bears the likeness of Vermina on the cover. It should be here somewhere.
Found it.
Let me take a look. Mara be praised. There is a way past the barrier to the inner sanctum. It involves a recipe for a liquid known as Vermina's torpor. Yes, the torpor grants an ability the priests of Vermina called the Dream Stride, using dreams to travel distances in the real world.
It's impossible.
I assure you, the Dream Stride is well known in Verminian lore. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person.
I'm gonna be your test subject.
As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina, or the unaffiliated. I will not lie to you. There is some risk involved. The last time the torpor was imbibed could have been decades ago. But I swear upon Lady Mara that I will do everything within my power to prevent any harm from befalling you. I believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample. You'll be viewing the memory of another through your own eyes and with your own body. Those around you will perceive you as normal, and you will find the words you utter may not be your own. Thanks to all of these odd principles, there is quite a lot of debate as to whether this is really a dream or just the machinations of Vermina. I will watch over you as you slumber to ensure your safety.
Long sleep.
If I deduce anything is amiss, I will use my arts to bring you back. Otherwise, I am uncertain what will end your dream stride. Perhaps when Vermina's curious appetite has been filled.
Okay, let's go.
The laboratory adjoins the library. I'm hoping we'll find a sample of the torpor left undamaged.
Right here? Oh, it's a chest. I've never seen this before. Damn it. There we go. That should be 3 gold. I know there's an emerald. I'll accept that. This way. Come hither, Rander. 'Cause I ain't fucking waiting for you this time. Oh shit, you just got smacked this way. Die to oblivion. Wait, how long is it? That's a really powerful spell though. That just completely like toasts them. Although I don't know what level these guys are. Let's actually check. Oh, they're level 1? Really? Level 9. Okay. That might be why this is kind of a little too dippity-doo-dah, dippity-yay, my oh my, what a wonderful day. Okay, hey, garlic. Hey, butter.
Now that they've been dealt with, we need to find the torpor. It should be in a small bottle, very similar to a potent. I'll begin searching up here.
Totally went flying somewhere after all those random spells I did. I could have sworn you actually had to craft it, but I guess I'm wrong. Raspberry. Butterfly. another dead boy. Oh, there it is. Wonderful. I guess there we go. Oop, high graven feathers. Where's that? There we go. Damn, shit actually really went flying. Like, I was making a meme out of that, but I don't know. So next time, things. Thank you all for watching.